This is what I do all the time. Just breathe the chill out. Just breathe the chill out. Come on, buddy. Belly down, handsome. Belly down. Belly down, buddy. Just lay down. Just take a load off. Man, it's great to have dogs, you know, when they're puppies and stuff like that, and healthy. It's hard when they get old. It's so. I'm having a hard time because it's so hard. Life is so hard, and it shouldn't have to be this hard, you know. It's always been hard for me. So hard. I mean, things that are hard for regular people, you know. And I'm extra sensitive. And I never got to be even acknowledged for being what I was. And then my whole life, I've had these experiences that were just freaking horrific. And then people don't want me to talk about it because it makes them feel bad. You know, like how could they live in a world where something like that happens? It's like it still does every day, all the time. I just want Artie to rest comfortably, you know? Anyway, I had to take Luna to the vet today. She started licking her leg a couple days ago, and I thought it was. I deduced that it was a hot spot. And after a couple days, you know, I woke up this morning at 3:30, and I was like, you know, it's not. I gotta call the vet. And I hate. It's another hard thing that I hate to do. And the older I get, the more sensitive I get, and I think about all these sensitive beings that are being born now, and I'm just like, we gotta create a world that is more conducive to them so they don't end up like me.
It is hard.
Like, and I know that there's so many people struggling because they have things in their life that they love that are leaving too to go off into the next story of their spirit, of their soul. And you know, after my first dog, I decided that, but then, you know, whenever I have animals that, you know, I love them and I'm going to take care of them, I said, but they are their own being. They're not mine. They just get to share their life with me, you know, and it's supposed to be a lifelong commitment. And I saw on the rescue that they came from, they put up a plea, Kathy did, and she asked for help for fosters because in 19 years that she's been in animal rescue, that it's as bad as she's ever seen because people, you know, for all the regular reasons why animals go into rescue, and then like where I live, it's a nightmare, and I talk about it, and it's also people can't afford to feed their pets anymore. So they're dumping them. You know? And this is supposed to be the greatest country in the world. That makes me sick. It makes me sick. You know? So, called the vet about, I was talking to my friend, and then I was talking to my earth angel, Marge. And then I got one of my gut feelings that said call right now. the vet. And so I called that instance. And then they got me in for an appointment tomorrow at 3:15. I was like, all right, I'm stoked, man, because it's like hard to get appointments here and stuff like that. It can be. It could be like weeks, you know, and we have a pretty good rapport. So, you know, we were talking a little bit. He's like, hold on, Marge, hold on just a second. And then, so he put me on hold. He comes back. He's like, can you come back? Can you come be in at noon today? And I was like, absolutely. So I was able to bring Luna in, and I started putting the cone on her yesterday. And then this morning, that's when I made the decision to call, because it was like she was licking it raw. And so, they got her. I just leave her in the room, because I make it worse being in the room with her, because I'm so nervous and wound up that she's stressing on how I'm responding. So I just step out and let her do it by herself. And he brought me in, and he looked. I have a picture of it. I took a picture of it. And I was like, I mean, I was trying to go through all the things that I thought it was. And he thought it was a spider bite or an ant bite or something like that. So we did have ants. I did see spiders in here. That's it right there. They shaved it all off. It's yellow because of it's the whole thing though, and it's real tough. It's real tough. Like the skin, like that's why I thought it was a spider bite. Yeah. So they gave me 3 medications, and she's already. I can already tell that it's irritating her less. You know. So yeah, I just want to offer, if I could, what I do. Here, let me turn this on. You know, people don't put these two things together, but I am a pastor. I am ordained. I do have vested in me the power and authority to, like, create union between two people. You know, I can do that. And see, I don't believe in organized religion. What I believe in is God, good orderly direction. And see, I'm coming to some realizations, and I don't like it. And I'm fighting and I'm resisting myself. But in order to come into the next chapter, you know, of doing the right thing, it's like my whole shtick. It's what I've done. It's what I talk about here. Just do the right thing, you know. If you see somebody hungry, feed them. If you see somebody cold, give them something to keep. You know, it's like we're human beings. Our whole purpose is to be custodians of this earth and to take care of one another. And then there's this storyline with these secret societies and these clubs and all this stupid shit that don't got jack shit to do with the rest of us, and we don't care about your nonsense and your rituals and your traditions. We don't fucking care, dude. We're just trying to take care of someone that we love. You know, and you create your system and your bureaucracies and your policies and your procedures, and they fucking mean nothing to you. They are just to enslave the fucking lower epsilon of the most powerful country in the world. This country is a joke. It has been. It's just the gig's up now, you know. I hear that they're deploying people. that people are getting their orders, that they're gonna get shipped off to go someplace in the name of freedom, which is fucking horseshit, because look at a fucking America, man. It ain't free. People aren't free to go to the grocery store and buy food to eat. They're not free to freaking keep the utilities on because they have to make tough choices, because human beings are being priced out of fucking life. Why? Because we have this system. It's called economics. And when you use this word, this thing happens. And when this thing happens, then we can raise the prices. Dude, they are making record profits. They raise the prices because they can, and they hold everybody over a barrel, and people are still gonna buy it, so fuck it. And if people don't, that's okay, because they are still making record profits. You see, when you're a scumbag, there are certain energies that come with that. See, I'm one of those do-gooders because I grew up in hell. I grew up knowing the evil on the earth. All the while going from place to place, I'm seeing the evil because I know what it is. While seeing these people playing this, it's like playing house, only they're playing grown-up, only they're playing real estate agent, they're playing grocery store, they're playing, people are navigating through life like they're playing a fucking game. If you watch people suffer and you have the power to help and alleviate their suffering and you don't, you will find your own suffering. I've tested it. I've tried it. I'm not real excited. I've been fighting this a long time. This whole being kind and loving to everyone and everything. I don't get to decide anymore who's worthy. I just gotta be good to everybody? Oh, gosh. The idea of that just is not appealing. Tucker, would you just please go over there? I'm just trying to have a conversation. You were just fine. And then I start talking. It's just this sniveling. It's the fucking sniveling. I can't. Benny does this too. Go over there. Go on. Get to where you want to get, and so you can get comfortable, and so I can get comfortable. See, clearly there hasn't been enough uncomfortable people on planet Earth. Because there's too many people that are in strife right now. I'm going to send this lady a couple bucks to get her car fixed. She's going to be homeless in 4 days, and her check engine light just came on. She's just people are at their fucking breaking point, man. I know what that's like. I was like that 4 years ago when I was in Arizona, and I was like, what? Okay, God, I know you're gonna pull us out of this. I know you are. Just please do it, because my body can't handle it. The stress, my body can't take it. It used to be able to take it a lot better, but then I went to serve my country, and then they made me a fucking mutant. So, what am I supposed to do? I'm not gonna act like everything's okay in the world, because that's what psychos are doing these days. If you see people, they're like, oh, everything's great, everything's fine. That's a fucking psycho. You ain't paying attention to your world around you enough. Because there's people that, I know so many people, they're losing their loved ones now, but to be the things that you love, your critters, your animals, because people fail fucking all the time, man. People are just people ruin everything, but man, everywhere I'm seeing just desperation. And I know that feeling because I felt it in fucking Arizona and Flagstaff. And I was at my wit's end. And what and my friend that I made from my watching my YouTube channel, she's like, I want to reach out to you, I want to call you, and she called me. Cause you could see when the life is like, when people are just like, I just have to get through. And see, it's never just me. It's never just me that I'm thinking. It's because I'm thinking about how hard it's gonna be for me to take care of mom and the dogs, because it's a lifelong commitment. And I know everybody. I don't know nobody else that like I know people that have taken care of their parents, but like I don't know anybody that like. If you saw my resume, it's kind of a funny story. I sent it to my landlord when I moved in here, and he was like potentially wanting to rent to me. I sent him my landlord to his assistant, and I said, just so you know, I said, these are all the things I did so I could take care of my mom, and now they're all the things that I don't do to take care of my mom, and I think that pretty much sealed the deal, you know? Because I'm not like any other fucking human being I've ever come across in my whole entire life, because I've been looking for other people like me, you know? I walked away from the advantage because I got to be true to my heart, and I don't want to be a part of a system that treats people so inhumanely. You know, murder is a sin, so being a part of the military is not a good idea for me. Because I was a part of killing a lot of people in Operation Iraqi bullcrap, and I gotta live with that. And now they're doing it again, you know? Like I saw in this one chat this morning that somebody's grandson or something's getting deployed. I said, well, and I started to write in the chat, and it don't matter what I say, so I just delete a lot of my comments. I said, it'll, you know, but the fact is that if that relative of theirs has anything to do with, you know, taking lives and them being a part of that and stuff, you know, that when they leave and you say goodbye, you better give them an extra tight squeeze and kiss them extra, you know, and remember that, because they will never be the same person ever again. Once you part ways and you come back, they're gonna be an entirely different person. You know, like America is the land of fucking cognitive dissonance. I swear to God, it's like we're weird to be fucked up from the get-go. Unless you have certain abilities, and then you can be a part of your system, but then everybody else is thrown out. You know? Because they look for their markers. They look, you know, for people who have abilities and that can do things. You know? And that are willing to go along with whatever they say. Because you have no fucking backbone. You know, because people don't have backbones. They just go along to get along and get that paycheck. But the stuff that they're doing, it ain't no good. So, New Mexico is fucking going down the toilet. I don't know if people are seeing stuff like this in the news, but they do, like, you know, weekly. The health department will do inspections, you know, to see if the restaurant's cleaned, and, you know, like, and then they post who's in the red for the week. And then, like, I saw on, it was, I don't know, one of them, a news article where it says, you know, who's in the red this week? Nobody! What? Everybody passed? Well, no, the health department just isn't going to do inspections for 10 months. 10 months? People are gonna go and make sure shit ain't clean. I mean, it's kind of cool for, like, the people that are, like, starting the rest. You know, you could just go start your side gig. The state ain't gonna be there to tell you no, so that could be good. You know, that's a positive thing. But still, I mean, people are freaking dirty, man. They're dirty, 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 dirty. People are dirty, 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 dirty. So 10 months because of training. What they can't get fucking people to do the job. That's the thing, man. Society is crumbling. It's collapsing right now. And in this next year, oh my God. Whoa. It's gonna be. It's just. I'm gonna stay home a lot. I didn't go out today. It'd been 3 days. I had to go get water, so I went out and went to the store and I needed to get a loaf of bread. Everything's $5 a piece. Like people that don't got like that didn't put any work for that don't got no. Oh my God, man, it is so hard for people right now, and it should not be like that in fucking America. It really shouldn't. When freaking dipshit football players that are making multi-million-dollars every year get $100 million contracts to talk on a because like what they have to say is so important. Like this stuff is disgusting. So, good news, things that I'm hearing. This was off a talk from the Astrology Hub, according to him. Now, this is the stuff I meditate on, because this is how I think about how I want to see the world, and then slowly and surely, I get little freaking hints that, oh, it could go that way. And, it was Amanda Poole Walsh. I can't remember the other dude's talk. I didn't even finish it. There was a little bit left. But it was. I think it was posted today. Because, I think countries should be like novelty spaces in... how do I want to say it? Like on Disney, like in Disneyland, where they have the different, like the different area. That's like should be the whole world, but you could be free to come and go as you please. I know a lot of people not only are leaving California, so many people are leaving America. They're going to South America. They're going to Europe. They're going to all other places because the life that they built here. That they're so this place is a shithole now. Why? Why, Marge? Marge, why is America such a terrible? Well, I'll tell you. It's because people have free will, and what they do with that free will, as we can see. Although my FYP, I see a lot of people. I talked about this I said you're going to start seeing the division of people that are going to live more into ego because they're just going to do whatever they want. And those that did what I did back in 2016. I realized I was 200 pounds. I said, nobody's going to fix this but me. And I started my get back to a healthy lifestyle living, and other people are doing it too. And that makes me feel good. Now the trick of it is that once you decide that you value your life and then you start putting your energy into, making your soul sack a more comfortable place, then you're supposed to have like a moment of clarity and then like, okay, then you decide you're gonna either delve more into ego because now you're hot, now people are giving you attention. Are you gonna go that egoic soft, or are you gonna keep, or are you gonna help other people? Because if you notice, it's like I always had God with me. Like, you do the right thing. Good orderly, the creator is what I prefer, actually. God is good orderly direction to me, the creator. The no place space, the vibrational frequency, of continuity, minus the static and I don't know, universal harmonic convergence when vessels are or properly calibrated. But how do you got to get calibrated? Well, first you got to move. Yeah, then you gotta eat. You know, you can't eat a bunch of junk all the time. You know, so you gotta be disciplined in areas. And for me, it's no alcohol at all. I don't know how anybody thinks that they can get away with being any kind of spiritual anything. You know, if you're freaking onboarding freaking the spirits. Nope. I just look at them as false idols, false for profits, whatever. Nope. 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 No alcohol. The only medicine I do is flower medicine. Herb medicine. That's it. My body still hurts all the time. I have good days and bad days. I came up with an idea. I wear those compression socks, you know. I like the funky ones. They're getting more popular because more and more people... God, I can't believe how unhealthy people are, man. This guy's my age. He's basically on his deathbed, like, singing, like, you know, trying to be positive and stuff. And it's just like, dude, when I was elementary school, junior, people did not die of cancer all the time. Every time you turn, people weren't sick like they are now because of free will. It's so bizarre, you know? And I wanted to be slothful. I wanted to be lazy and not do the work, but I was so uncomfortable. And I'm uncomfortable as it is. But I pretty much had health and diet and nutrition. It was pretty much, I mean, I don't know if I ever knew any, or fructose, high fructose, or, you know, all these other synonyms. Before I could read, I mean, I was reading labels before. I look for this word, look for that word. If it says that, no, you can't eat it. Wasn't very fun. And then I became a woman when I was freaking 9 years old, which fucking sucked by itself. Then I started developing and stuff like that. I had to wear, you know, bras, stuff like that, and then pervy dudes are freaking looking at me, and I don't get, you know, why is that guy making that gesture, and why is he, you know, and all this and that, and showing me parts I don't want to see, and just all this stuff, you know, just gross. And then I started putting on, you know, like 12 years old, I started eating my feelings more, because that was a real hard year for me. And my grandma and other people weren't comfortable with the weight that I was putting on. So, off you go, Marge. Weight Watchers. Freaking food journal. All that stupid shit. I'm fucking 12. And it's all because people want to control other people. And I just want people to be free. And so all this control is coming down to is, you know... it just doesn't have to escalate. It doesn't have to. It's gonna because war is profit. And look at all the people that are getting deployed that are gonna, you know, put on a rank. And it'll be tax free. You get per diem. You get hazardous duty pay to put yourself in harm's way when we're the fucking harm. The only thing is there's a big difference between the military that I was a part of and the military that exists today. And these people are not up. They're not up for what they're going to be tasked to do. They're not. All branches. All of them. Because this country's done. It don't get to be the bully no more. It don't get to be it don't get to be the narcissist. Uncle Sam's a narcissist.
and don't get the, becoming over from being the colonist turned into the narcissist, and and us natives, we're the impasse, just like live, take care of the land. We're like, and they're like, no, we're just gonna do whatever we want because don't you know who we are, and all the freaking secret clubs and stupid shit. There was a way that, see, if all that creepy control dominance, if this land wasn't taken over, it had a life that, a way, it's just like, every young person that dies young, people mourn the life that they don't get to live. Did anybody ever mourn the life that America didn't get to live because it got hijacked? Anybody do that? Like, think about what this country could have been without all the control and dominance and, people with impractical skills getting paid and living very comfortable lives while the people that are doing the painstaking the people that are doing the hard shit get squat. I mean, it's an imbalance that there's debts to be paid. And the debts are going to be paid. And if we see land masses coming out of the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans and there's new, so maybe if there's more beachfront property, maybe they'll let more people have places to live here because there's just empty houses all over. It's so stupid, man. Human race is slowed to a fucking stroll. See, I'm a peaceful being. I try every day so hard because all of my placements, they don't want to bring peace. So I had to learn a long time ago the consequences of what happens when you don't keep the peace. So it's important to me to keep the peace. It's just not my nature, see. I did invite the mayor of Taos to go spend 3 nights and 4 days on the streets and in his own community. I invite everybody to go invite your brats in your community to go have them sleep amongst let them go look at what they created and hear the stories of how a lot of these people are out there just because they don't have another alternative. And it's long overdue that we give people alternatives and not just what, some plastic-minded bureaucrats see fit. No, however they want to live. If you're born on this planet, you should be able to live in whatever environment you want to live in. Without having to pay for some CEO's freaking $8,000 a day that he makes. So stupid, dude. It don't even make no sense. You can't even act like it makes sense. You can't even rationalize it. Entertainment, football, all the sports, all the fashion, you add all that shit up and people still ain't fucking worth shit to have a fucking roof over their head. So here comes the karma. So many breakups right now. So many splits right now. A lot of people splitting up right now. It's happening a lot. So. You getting tired, Ma?
Yeah.
You doing alright?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tucker? Come on, buddy. Good boy. Come on, in a mood. What else? Politics, like all the fuck. I mean, I watch YouTube videos and that stupid dumbass. That dude that he was a president. I can't even stand the guy. The one that they say, he killed all these people. He's a really eloquent speaker, though. F that guy. If you all just gave $5, then that other idiot, we can put her in the frickin'. It's all rained. None of that stuff is real, man. It's all preempted. Because that's what America's culture is, scripts. America is ran by scripts. Everything's a script in America. It's all paid programming. It's really sad because it is such a culture-rich environment, you know, from all the indigenous and stuff like that. But they just freaking shit on that, took the fucking artifacts, put them in museums, and started, you know, charging people to look at it when they could have looked at them in their natural habitat if they wouldn't have been scumbags. I mean, really? Hey, Middle Pancakes. I made your pancakes that you sent to me for my birthday for Mom and me for breakfast yesterday. They're real good, too. Yeah, so. Anyway. Where did my phone go? I wanted to see what kind of, what the storyline was going on. What storylines are going on in the news. I'm curious as it is to where what's going on in other places. I saw that chick. I saw that one chick. She's a singer. I never really liked her myself. I was never a fan. She always reminded me of that other chick because they came up about it the same time in the 80s. Mariah Carey, that her mom and her sister died on the same day. That's a weird. I wonder what a placement that is. When my sister died, it was on her daughter's 18th birthday and her granddaughter's 2nd birthday. That's one of those things, I think. But oh, my sister, she would have been 41. 41. Yeah, 41. But she died September 23rd, 2022, on the back of a motorcycle. I saw somebody on TikTok today that they're known for riding their motorcycle around, and they're now in the hospital because they got hit on their bike. And they're just not a good idea, you know. They're just, it is one of the craziest things ever. One of them. Well, there's so many crazy things. I remember I told my dad I wanted to get a motorcycle, and he said, no. People like you don't need motorcycles. People like you die on motorcycles. And I was like, yeah, it's probably true. And then my sister died on it? That's just kind of weird. That's just kind of a weird thing. I don't know. Life isn't ever. People say how unfair life is, and I go into situations, and I'm like, this is gonna be one of those situations where they're gonna say life isn't fair, but the person that's in control, they could make it fair, and they got the power to take care of the situation, so it favors me. But there's so many people that are control freaks that they will not help people and put people in harm's way and struggle and strife just because they are such small beings that they want to put people through it because they can. And it's gross. So that happens a lot in Taos here. Taos it could be such a cool place, you know. It really could, but but you got the people that are in charge that are just a bunch of dumb cousins. So, and I don't even want to talk to them. Like, you can't even reason with these people, man. You can't, because they're just gonna say that, you know, I'm hostile or aggressive, and so I just speak my piece here. And once, you know, fully evolves, and you know, people, it's just gonna be awful. It's just gonna be awful, and it's gonna get bad and ugly and dark. And don't have things that you care about outside, because freaking scumbags are everywhere, And more people, because access is so accessible, so more junkies and stuff like that, more drunks, more walking, because people could have made it fair and they didn't. So now everybody gets to deal with the consequences. Nobody's safe in America, man. You're not even safe going to the grocery store. People aren't safe going to the, like the day. It's not that world anymore. And you still have these people that are trying to make the storyline live because it makes them feel better. The cognitive dissonance. America's built on it. Have a parade about that. That's about all I got for now. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a rad day. Peace.